Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and this is my weekly Moonday Oracle message. So I'm just going to give it a few moments and let people connect and see that I'm live, and then I will briefly explain what it is that I'm doing here today and what you can expect. Hello beautiful Bridget, welcome. Thank you so much for being here, and anybody just tuning in, just please shoot me a comment and just let me know how the sound is, if you can hear me okay, how the quality of video is, if everything is good. Hi Dawn, hello Harold, welcome, thanks for being here. Rob, welcome, thanks for being here. Carolyn, blessings, thank you for being here. Oh, perfect, Bridget, thank you. Okay, just bear with me a moment. I'm going to share this, let everybody know that I'm live. And how are you all today on this magical moon day? And what are we, the second day of spring, second day of fall, depending upon where you are in the world. Okay, this thing never really wants to load for me. There we go. Jillian, welcome, gorgeous. Thank you so much. Carmela, welcome. Let's see, did I miss anybody? Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thanks, Rob. Carmela, welcome, gorgeous. Thanks for being here. All right. Think I am good. Okay, so I'm so happy that everybody could make it. Thanks for being here, everyone. Julie, welcome, goddess. So just for those of you who are new to Magical Me, just really briefly explain what it is that you can expect here. So every moon day, I do try to go live or share a video if I'm unable to go live, just with a message of guidance and insight into the energy of the week, really for what we all most need to know. So these are not personalized individual readings that I'm doing here today, but they are a generalized overview for the collective, for all of us and all those who find themselves here. And I do set the intention that it's divine timing. So everybody who is meant to hear this message will find themselves here watching, whether it is live, whether it's on the replay months from now, it really doesn't matter. You're here in exact divine timing, and that each message that does come forward will have something of resonance with you uniquely to your own individual path. Hi, Eleanor, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Mom, welcome. All right, so with that said, I do offer personalized readings. If you're interested, you can message me privately and we can discuss the different sorts of readings that I offer and the different ways that I can do those readings for you, as well as individualized energy healing sessions as well. That can be done both remotely as well as in person. So there's that. So again, every Monday I try to just bring forward a message utilizing oracle cards and my own intuitive abilities, and really what I'm energetically feeling as well. And so it gives us that awareness as to how to best move in divine flow with the energy and the theme of the week versus just blindly swimming against that current and kind of creating a little bit more of challenge or obstacles for ourselves. When we have that awareness, it really is halfway there. It's like, it's our power to have that awareness, then we can really understand how to, again, embrace the energy or maneuver through it. So with that said, I'd like to first discuss news and announcements, and then I will go into the oracle message. So the news and announcement that I have at this time is myself and my partner Karen from Oracles of the Light have just launched today our new monthly group called the Cosmic Oracle. So the Cosmic Oracle is a private month-to-month subscription-based group. So for $33 for the month, again, you could join. It's not something that's like a reoccurring, so it is something that allows you to kind of check it out for a month, see if it's, kind of suits what you're looking for. And then whether you decide to stay or not is up to you. It's really kind of very free and flowing, just how we like it. So every month what we'll be doing is sharing we'll be sharing daily oracle messages for the collective. So again, these are only private in this group. So you'll get a daily message every day for the entire month as to really what you can expect for the day, how you can best work through it or work with that energy. Then we'll be doing 2 monthly, so bi-weekly, energy forecasts. So I know those of you who follow Magical Me have enjoyed my Oracle energy forecast or empathy forecast before, where I discuss the energetic theme, what I'm feeling, as well as anything cosmic or astrological that's going on. So I decided to actually stop doing that here on Moonday, just because it does take so long to get through these videos sometimes. I felt like it was better put into this group. So that will be there. I'll be doing that twice a month in the private group, as well as Karen then will be actually recording a private sound audio clip for everyone to go in alignment. It's really a sound attunement to those cosmic frequencies that I will be discussing. So she'll be working with the planetary frequencies. She'll be working with the solfeggio frequencies. She'll also be working with tuning forks as well. And then we'll also be bringing forward a monthly cosmic god or goddess message that wants to come forward to connect with all of us. And we'll bring forward a message as well as a sound healing and light language activation. So it's going to be a pretty fun and really interesting way to connect into all of the energies, and we're super excited to be doing it. It's all going to be pre-recorded, so there won't be anything that you have to attend live. You'll just be able to watch, the videos in your own convenience, in your own time, and you won't miss anything because you'll be able to see everything right there in that group. Now, for an additional $11 a month, I think, you'll be able to have something a little bit more personalized for yourself, and we're calling it Ask the Oracle. So you'll be able to ask a very specific question privately to myself or Karen, and you'll be able to get a little mini video recorded reading sent back to you regarding that specific question that you might have for that month. Now, you could do that at any time during the month too. You don't have to, and you can do it more than one time throughout the month. You don't have to do it just the one time. And so, again, it's very open and flowing as to, really what you're drawn to. So if you are interested, again, it's $33 for an introductory price for this month only. Next month, the price will go up. And then, so the information to join, and if you want more details, it's all there created in an event on Magical Me as well as on Oracles of the Light. Okay. So I hope I said everything. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right, let me just see all the comments and what I missed. Hi, Ashley. Welcome, love. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you so much, Rob. Yeah, I'm super excited, as is Karen, to be doing this. We love working with the cosmic energies, and we've been doing that in our sound baths. And, this is a little bit... I think it's an easier way for everyone to be able to kind of sample the cosmic sound baths that we do in a very different way. And again, open to all of those who are unable to attend our in-person events. Speaking of, there will be another cosmic sound bath happening in person in the month of April. So stay tuned for that, everybody. Ralph says, love my Blue Rose Light Language healing session with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, those are very, very special activations. So thank you for sharing that. And those are also available if anybody is interested with me remotely. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Beautiful integration day today. Noticeable shift from old paradigm to new experiences with the new equinox. Absolutely. And, right on top of that, Rob, we have Aries that has just moved into the sun. So we've shifted from Pisces into Aries. And so, with Pisces being the end of the zodiac wheel, Aries being the birthing of an entire new year, it's definitely giving us that activation and kind of push forward with that energy of fire there. It's really cool. Jillian. See if I don't know if I missed anything. Magical for sure. So much forward movement. Awesome, Dawn. That's so right on point. Okay, I think that was it. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and get on into the oracle message then. So first things first, we're going to connect and create sacred space together. So I'm just going to ask you all, if able, to just kind of take a moment and try to carefully, obviously if you've got small children or other things going on in your surroundings, just be mindful of that, but try to detach from the chaos. And there goes Anubis right on cue. Hi, Barbara, Monielle, welcome, goddesses. Thank you for being here. So, with that said, we're just going to close our eyes and we're going to take a nice cleansing deep breath in through your nose and just try to tune out the pups in the background if you can hear them. Nice deep breath in. Just really detaching from any stress, any worry, any tension in your body. It's actually a great time to notice where you might be holding some tension in your body. Again, nice deep breath in. And release. Just grounding and anchoring all of your energy. One more time, nice deep breath in. And just allow your mind to drop down into your heart space, fully feeling, centering, and pushing any remaining energy out through your roots and deep down into Mother Earth. All right. You can open your eyes. And speaking of Mother Earth, I've decided to work with the Fairy Forest Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, connecting into that Fae, elemental, and earthy energy as we move into the energy of spring here in the northern hemisphere. All right, so we're asking for divine guidance, insight, clarity into the coming week of March 21st, 2022. I like want to stick together here. Here we go. Ooh, all right. Let me look at this. All right. So the number is a 16, and look at that, 444 right now, and 81% on my tablet here, so that's a 9. So we definitely got some really powerful energetic alignments coming in to really shift us out of the old patterns and stepping more into an alignment with divine purpose, divine plan. So quite big stuff there. All right, so the numbers is 16 on the card, and that is a 7. And that's perfect because 7 to me is the number of magic and ceremony and ritual. And it definitely felt like with this last full moon, combined with the equinox and just the energy of this last week, it's really felt like initiation, or this whole like sacred rites of passage that's been happening, especially with that full moon. It is the last full moon of winter here in the northern hemisphere. So, you know, it really is kind of like ushering us to really wrap up all of those old patterns. That's not new. We've been talking about that here on Moonday for the last like 2-3 weeks, where I've really been saying that this energy has been coming really up to the surface to show us what it is that can't go with us, that has been, you know, kind of taking away from our power, taking away from our sovereignty, or dimming our light, and really starting to have us step up and claim that in which is our birthright, and, you know, really come more into that identity of which we want to be going into, not, what we no longer resonate with. So definitely that 7, magic and ceremony, makes me feel like the whole initiation, the activations, the healing, that massive, deep, transformational energy has been really prevalent for us to, it's almost like, again, like those alchemical birthing waters. And, with the equinox and the energies there coming into that divine balance, it really is pushing us into wholeness, pushing us into that point of, kind of coming into that reset, if you will. And at this time of year, it did usually align with the time of that resurrection energy. So really being fully initiated into a rebirth within ourselves, within the collective, and seeing now how we're being presented with the tools and the momentum with the Aries sun to really fuel us into that pathway, that in which is calling us, fueling us, our passions, our desires really starting to be palpable to the point that you can't deny it anymore, So the card itself is Soulkin, and it says recognition, family, kinship. Such a beautiful card. And it speaks to me of this powerful ancient wisdom, powerful ancient lineage, really being, and I'm going to get real deep here for a second, everybody, so just bear with me if you can, and if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, just, put it to the side. I'm going to go into something that's a little bit more, easier to understand after that. But this is deep because it does speak, I feel, on a level that we have been working towards, not in just this lifetime, but in many lifetimes. And you can say that that might be through ancestral patterning. You can say that that might be through, I just heard soul recalibration. So that's interesting because that's not a word that I say or would even use. So soul recalibration. So it really makes me feel like where our own incarnations, where we have kind of fallen out of line with our divine being, our divine purpose and reason for being, is now starting to, we're really starting to move through all of the debris, kind of recognizing a lot of those limiting thought forms and patterns, that matrix that's just been keeping us in these dense looping cycles, really starting to push us up into reclaiming our birthright, our sovereignty, our wisdom that lies within our cellular memory and our DNA, activating us to really start to initiate the fulfillment of divine plans, of that sacred path, that sacred purpose for being. So very, very deep. But again, this is, it applies to everybody. You just might not fully be ready to embrace it or understand it yet. And that's okay. So just hold on to that and stick it to the side. And maybe down the road that will be a little bit more clear for you. But it doesn't matter what your role is, whether it is this big, massive role on a collective level, or whether it's a role that's just something in your community, or whether it's just you making somebody smile, that was on the verge of maybe, falling apart. We're all stepping into that opportunity, and that's really huge. Now, with that said, for some of us, this is carrying the torch of our ancestors from that ancient path that, or purposes or contracts that, maybe they had done so much work and due to time, due to circumstances, weren't able to fully bring the rest of that forward. It wasn't the right time. I can get really deep here and talk about Jesus and Mary Magdalene and the seeds that they planted over 2,000 years ago for the work that some of us are just starting to wake up and activate and carry that forward now. And just being able to awaken up in the collective consciousness period here. So like that, starting to, you took the baton, if you will, and you're going to be able to carry that forward and continue and finish, more than likely, that ancient work. And I'm getting covered in cold chills, so much so that it's making it very uncomfortable to speak, which makes me feel like it's just absolute divine confirmation here for us all. So this is such a beautiful thing, but not only that, if you want to take that to more of an even like individualized level, like this is what your soul came here to do. You're starting to awaken, whether you fully see the picture or not yet, that's okay. it's gonna start to unravel in the most divine, coming like wildly undone sort of ways. So just keep on going with those calls, that those, even if they don't make a whole lot of sense, even if it seems completely ridiculous, keep going with that. Keep pushing in that. Let that keep calling you. Let it keep driving you and inspiring you to move forward. Now, in another sense, I feel like the soul kin is those beings of light, whether they be incarnated in the physical or whether they be in the higher realms, are starting to make themselves known. These connections now, if you notice, the last couple of weeks we have been talking about the energy of people starting to fall away and us starting to recognize relationships, friendships, romantic, patterns, jobs, things that just we weren't aligning with anymore. And there was a lot of energy coming forward to help us to make compassionate breaks from those connections. So now that that process is happening, or has been happening, it's starting to clear the way for those divine connections to come in that are helping you go to the next level, that are helping you and you helping them. This isn't a one-way thing. These are more soul deep partnerships and connections that have a higher purpose for being. And yeah, it might just be like somebody that, is just, a friend, and you just chill out and, like similar things, but there's a deeper connection. And some of you, for this might be very spiritually aligned soul purpose sort of work, where they're coming in and helping you to move to the next level. You're helping them move to the next level. It's a divinely woven, that's how I see it. I'm like seeing the weaving of energies kind of moving back and forth together. Divinely woven and aligned relationship where, again, it's very equally served. It's not one, like in those past relationships that weren't serving, you'll notice the difference where they have been, maybe taking from you, or you've been putting more in and not getting back, or not feeling valued and appreciated. This is not that. This is, I almost see like two royals kind of like bowing to one another, acknowledging one another's energy. So it's such a beautiful, I see this whole like new pathway starting to open for everybody, doors beginning to open that weren't able to be opened before. And I feel like these people are just right there walking right in. So for some of us, this is going to be births. For some people, I do see babies, and they're going to probably be receiving some news very soon that you could be expecting. So, mindful if that's not part of your plan, but I actually see, like, I'm actually being shown like the souls, advanced souls that are getting ready to be born and start to come in. So, and these are souls that you knew on the other side, like your souls agreed to this. So it's like you're being the vessel and the doorway, literally, for those star seeds, those ancient souls to come forward, and they are also part of your own soul family. So quite amazing time this week. Now, the energetics of it might not seem very flowy for some of us, because these energies are so intense that a lot of us still could be feeling kind of run down, a lot of ascension symptoms. So just, again, be very mindful of the energy and with your own body, and really just listen to what your body wants. But at the same time, it's time for us to kind of, I don't want to say detach from the mind and the logical thinking. Again, we've been being really guided to move that into a divine alignment with our heart. So anything that's coming forward, ask how does it make you feel? And that's going to be what your true north is like, or like your compass, if you will. And that's going to be what guides you forward. So just follow your heart, and that's going to be that divine torch, if you will, into those connections, situations, offers, and anything else that wants to make itself known this week. So definitely quite a big energy. All right. So with that said, that is our weekly Moonday message. I hope that you all enjoy it. I'm going to check the comments in just a second. But for those of you who did enjoy, again, like I said, the energy forecast and the astrological stuff that I talk about, the sound healing stuff that we share from time to time, light language. Once again, I really feel like you might really benefit and enjoy from that Cosmic Oracle group that Karen and I have started. Again, all the information there to join is on our pages. So if you need more information, just don't hesitate to reach out about that. But yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard for me to not want to talk about all of these things that we have going on because they are just big. So yeah, trying to pull back from that a little bit. I'm going to be pulling the mudra for the week as well after this is done airing, and I'll get that posted up on my page too. Okay. All right, everybody, that is our magical Moonday message for the week. Barbara says, just became a first-time grandmother. Congratulations. I did see that. Beautiful. Congratulations once again. And look at that magical little star seed coming forward. And I say little star seed, but these are very advanced, ancient, wise beings in teeny tiny baby bodies. Okay. Oh, Bridget, you are so welcome. Hi, Marissa. Welcome. Rob says, Quan Xian was the Cohen of the seventh violet ray 12,000 years prior to Saint Germain, which feels like the ancient feminine lineage of rebirthing, calibration, karma reset you're speaking of here. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, that is absolutely resonates with me for sure, and that definitely makes a whole lot of sense with the energy. Kuan Yin usually does really make herself known between February and March as well, at least for me every year. So, you know, and she's always coming forward. And I think a few weeks we did talk about her coming in where she was helping people embrace that energy of forgiveness, which does help us to transcend those patternings, those situations that are keeping us in those limiting karmic cycles. So absolutely, Rob, thank you for saying that. Soul recalibration, love that. Thank you, Karen. Okay, and I think that might be it. All right, everybody, thank you so much again for being here. So much love and blessings to you in this magical week. Lynette, well, I guess it depends upon how you look at it. But yes, live is done. The replay will be available. It'll be there for you, sweetheart. Everybody, take care. Thanks again.